Good morning, ladies, and welcome to Motivational Monday. My name is Erlyn Sharp, and I want to welcome everyone to another segment of Motivational Monday. I came on a few minutes early this morning, so we're going to sit and hang around. If you guys want to send me some love, let me know who's on, send me some hearts, some likes. We still have 2 minutes before we start. So let's do some engagement if you guys are updated. Let me see who is on. Let me see all the good mornings and how you're doing. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, that it was nice and restful. I know I did. Yesterday, good morning, Linda. How you doing? Nice to see you on the call. I will be adding Linda later on the show to the call because Linda is our guest, and this today Linda is gonna be telling us about, guess what she's gonna be talking about, guys? Direct sales business, a home-based direct sales business. Good morning, Evelyn. Nice to see you on the call. I guess somebody got up this morning. Good morning, Nadia Nassis. Nice, Nadia Nassis Joseph. Nice to see you on the call. Good morning. Nice to see you guys here. Yesterday evening, I was doing a test run with Linda, and it was so nice to see people saying, "Hey, Erlyn, how you doing?" Shouting me out on the call. So this morning, we still have another minute or so. The topic for this morning is the magic question. What do you want? So we're going to try to answer that in quite a few steps this morning, giving you some tips and strategies to really figure that out. So that's going to be the first part of the show, the magic question. It's one of the hardest questions. What do you want? It sounds so easy, but when the question is posed to you and you're in the hot seat, or you feel like you're in the hot seat and you have to answer it, you're like, oh my God, what do I want? You start thinking. And sometimes, well, we're going to get into that. I'm even going to tell you guys about my experience in figuring out what it is I want and how that went, because sometimes when you think about what it is you really want, you want to flush the ideas out with someone. So we're going to get into that. So now it's 10 o'clock and I'm going to say with you guys, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Montreal. Good morning, world. And welcome to Motivational Monday. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Thank you all for being here to another segment of Motivational Monday. Today's topic, I'm your host, Erlyn Sharp, and today's topic is the magic question. What do you want? We also have a guest. Our guest today is Linda, and she will be telling us about her home-based direct sales business and what opportunities are out there for moms, for any woman out there who's looking for a business opportunity. Linda is here to share that with you this morning of what you can do from the comfort of your home. Okay, so I can't wait to get her on later on. I'm going to be pulling her in on the call, and it would be such a pleasure to share this podium with Linda. I've known Linda for many years. Good morning, Charming. Nice to see that you've joined us. I came on a little early this morning to greet everyone. So good morning, Charming. And we will be starting now. So again, today's topic, the magic question, what do you want? So have you been ever asked that question, what do you want? When someone say that to you, what do you think? What comes to mind? What do you want? Exactly what do you want? I'll tell you of my experience with this, okay? When I was in college, I went to a career counselor, and she asked me that question, Erlyn, what do you want? Where do you see yourself? What do you want? because you go to career counseling to figure out what are your next moves, what courses you're going to take. You're planning for your future, what it would look like. But when she asked me what did I want, I didn't think about the courses that I was doing or the discipline that I would enter into. She asked me, what do you want? And I said to her, I want to change the world. And she laughed and she said, no, really, seriously, what do you want? And I said, that's what I want to do. I want to change the world. And then we were stuck in time for a minute because she was like, yeah, but you're in school. You came, I'm trying to help you with your future. And in my heart of hearts, that's what I wanted. So I said, you know what? I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back when I figure out what courses the courses that I want to do. But for now, that's really what I want. And I'm going to tell you guys something. It hasn't changed. What do you want? I've done so many things. As you guys know, I've had my business on Queen Mary Road Unique Salon for so many years. It spanned 22 years. Yeah. And I think every time someone came in there, we changed lives. You had an experience. You got a service. You were happy to be there. So sometimes in answering the question, what do you want? I was in event planning, wedding planning. I did so many things. A teacher for 16 years in the classroom, helping to change lives, helping to teach kids and prepare them for the real world out there. Administration, what do you want? But it doesn't come down to the type of business that you're going to open or the career that you're going to achieve. I think when you ask the question, what do you want? You have to think big picture. Big ideas. What do you want? It's like, let's say you want to date someone and you see this really handsome guy and you're like, he's cute. Do you really think, what do you want? Because when you can't answer that question from the very beginning, you end up in trouble. Because maybe you want to have fun for the moment. Maybe you want to go out. You're looking for companionship. But when you get into relationships, what do you want? And if from the very beginning you can't answer that, you end up in a place of uncertainty. You're not sure what you want. Now, the same is for your career. The same is for if you're going to build a business. The same is for raising kids, your family. What do you want? What do I want this to look like? Where am I going to be in 5 years from now? What would my future look like 10 years from now? Now, you may say, well, I don't know. No one really knows what the future holds. And that's true. But you know what? It doesn't mean you're not supposed to plan. It doesn't mean you're not supposed to prepare. It doesn't mean that you don't show up for yourself. So when you figure out what do you want, there's another question. How do I get it? How do I get what I want? What's the process? What are the things that I'm going to do to get me to the other side of success, to get me to achieve this goal, the goal that I set for myself within the timeline that I set. Okay, because you can want to be something, you can want to achieve something, but you don't have a timeline. And when you don't have a timeline, you're not committed and you're not consistent. So you're not holding yourself accountable. Accountability, sometimes we're afraid of that word. It's my best friend. And if it becomes your best friend, when you hold yourself accountable to your goals, no one else has to do it for you. And I love that sense of independence. It's everything, the way you look at it, the lens you choose to look at to get the success you're looking for. So now today, what I want to do with you guys is share with you a few key points of, let's say, what you want and how you're going to get it. So if you want to get into business, okay, because right now, a lot of people lost their jobs, the unemployment rate is high. If you listen to the news, you're going to be very aware of how high the unemployment rate is. Many people are working from home. Okay? So now, if you take a snapshot of your life, what am I really good at? What are my skills? What is my experience? What's my knowledge? How could I package that to help change other people's lives? Okay? And you answer the question. You see how the question comes in? What do I want? What do I want to do? So you figure out what do you want to do. Okay? And then when you figure that out, how are you going to do it? So then you have to do an inventory of your skills, your skill set, which includes your mindset and your attitude, because that would make you or break you. Good morning, Ann Sharp. Ladies, my auntie's on the call. Okay? And she is there, Motivational Monday. Welcome. So what are you going to do? How are you going to do it? So I have 7 success tips for you guys. All right? First, you have to work on your mindset. What's your attitude? How do you see things? Is your glass always half full or half empty? Do you look at an obstacle as an opportunity? What is this trying to tell me? How could I move beyond this point? What do I need to do? What are the things that you do to push you forward? Okay? Now, life happens to everyone. There's no respect of person. Life happens to everyone at some times. In this pandemic, I heard someone say we're all in the same boat, and I totally disagreed with that. And I said, we're all in the same storm. We all have different boats because we all have a different lifestyle. We all have different incomes. We're not in the same boat. We don't all have access to the same things. So we cannot be in the same boat. So we could be in the same storm. I'm sure you guys agree with me. If you guys agree with me, send me a thumbs up or a heart or something. But we're not in the same boat. So if you want to get out of the boat that you're in and you want to change your life, here are 7 tips. The first step, and I'm going to say it straight up. The first thing, you got to work your ass off. You got to work hard. There's nothing like a 35-hour work week when you want something. You got to double that. You got to know why you put in the time in. You got to put the time in to get what you want. Now, here's the next thing. All right? You have to have a high pressure threshold because it's going to be hard. If anyone comes and try to sell you anything and tell you it's so easy and you're going to be so successful, that's a lie. There are no gifts. When you want to build your business, when you want to build yourself, it's hard work. You're going to discover things that you didn't know was planted. And things are going to be planted for you to discover to throw you off. You're going to be able to know that you're getting into something that's tough, that you're going to have to take the pressure. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose acquaintances. But here's the good news. You're going to purge yourself. A lot of people are going to leave. They're not going to fit anymore. And the right people are going to come in and step up to support you. But you got to be strong in those moments because many times it's the people that's closest to you. Sometimes they don't see your vision. They don't understand. They can't support you. And you may have to make a decision that, you know what? I don't need the negativity. I need support. If you're not going to support me in this, it's going to become a casual friendship and eventually none at all. Sometimes there are gatekeepers. Let's keep it straight. There are people who would believe you don't deserve this. You don't deserve to be there. This is not for people like you. You don't have the social standing. You're not in the club. Okay? This is why you have to create your own employment. You have to create your own wealth. You know, our parents did the best they can with what they had. They taught us to get a job. Schools don't educate kids on how to make money. They don't educate kids on how to do taxes. They don't educate you on the stock market. The millionaires and the billionaires in the world, okay, a lot of them quit university. Now, I'm not promoting to quit university. I graduate at the graduate level. Okay, I'm not saying that at all. Because everyone is not going to be a femtrepreneur. Everyone is not going to be an entrepreneur. But if you're on this call and you're coming here Monday after Monday and you want something and you want to build something for yourself and you're saying, I want to make that difference. If it's in a career, you decide what that career is. If it's for business, you decide what that business is. And you have to give it your all. And you have to be prepared that it's going to be hard. Even when you're climbing the corporate ladder, people are going to come for you. They're going to come for your job. They're going to come for your position. They're going to think that you don't deserve that. And these are things that they don't teach you in school. When you go on this, you're shocked. Okay? So what I'm saying to you is you have to have a threshold to take pressure. You got to understand what pressure is. You have to have a lens removed where you can see, oh my goodness. And you keep, this is how you grow. This is how you build. Number 3, you have to think critically. Not from a place of judgment, but when you question why, you have to ask why this is happening, why this is the way it is. Think critically when you want to create something. Think outside the box. Okay? Think critically. Question it. Look at it. Assess it. Come back again. This is what you're building. This is your future. This is you. Think critically. And number 4, be a risk taker. A lot of times we don't do what we want to do because we're afraid. But if you have to ask yourself, if you were told, you only have 10 years to live, what would you do with it? How would you make that 10 years count? A decade. And the truth is, none of us know if we're going to be here 10 years from now. So instead of putting ourselves in a position where, we have to have this critical question, let's be critical with ourselves. I want the next decade to look like this for me. I am going to put the time in. I'm gonna do it. And be different. Number 5, be different to make a difference. If you're trying to enter into a market, it's going to be crowded. There are no new ideas. There are ideas that you take, you make your own, you spin it, you make it better. When you go to marketing, maybe there's 10,000 of the products that you want to put out, or 100,000 in the services that you want to offer. What makes you unique? What makes you different? When someone comes and uses your service, what experience do they get? How do you make them feel? People never forget how you make them feel, good or bad. If it was a beautiful experience, oh my goodness, they're raving about you. Good morning, Cheryl Sharp, how are you doing? You see, that's my sister, and she makes me feel wonderful. So there you go. People never forget how they make you feel. Okay? And then we have number 6. Build a fantastic team. No one makes it alone. You got to know who your people are. No one, I'm going to say it again. No one makes it alone. Okay? So build a fantastic team of people who's going to always be there for you. And number 7, this is foundation for me. You got to be consistent. You have to have commitment. You have to commit to what you're going to do. You got to be consistent, consistency, and resilient, because you're going to have to be strong. And you're going to have to hold on. I'm coming. So just to recap quickly, the 7 steps. The first one, if you want to be successful, your 7 tips today. The first one I said, work your ass off. Work it. Work it. Push. Work it. Have a high pressure threshold. It's going to get rough. You got to be able to take it and keep moving and to flip it and to see them coming. Think critically. Question things, not with judgment. Question. Ask why. Ask yourself why. Be a risk taker. Move away from fear. Jump in. There's no security. If the pandemic has taught us anything, there are no secure jobs. Okay? That's something our parents told us because that's what they were told. But there's no security. So create your own future. All right? Be different to make a difference. That's number 5. Build a fantastic team. Number 6. Number 7. Commitment, consistency, and resilience. Those are the foundational keys to you getting where you need to be. And I'm going to give you a bonus. Here it comes, guys. I'm going to give you a bonus. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Many times we don't have fun. We're working so hard. You're home, you're building your empire, and you're stressed. Enjoy yourself. Laugh at yourself. When you make mistakes, laugh. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Oh, gee, I could say it. Don't take yourself too seriously. Have fun. All right? Enjoy yourself when things get rough. It may sound crazy. That's because it is. Because you got to do it, and it's hard, Find that moment. That's a big stress reliever. Get into that. So those are the 7 success tips that I wanted to share with you guys this morning. Good morning, Miss G. Good morning, Gloria. How are you doing? Nice to see you here on the call. So now I have a very important guest, Miss Linda. I have known Linda for more than 10 years. Linda is a businesswoman. I met her through business. We both had salons. Her salon is on Sherbrooke Street, and mine's were on Queen Mary, and that's how Linda and I met. And we have remained friends until now. We met in the, I think it was around 2008. And here we are today. So Linda has a home-based direct sales business, and she wanted to come on and share with women who are working from home or who want to make additional income, or maybe you want to start building your empire and you got to start somewhere and you're like, you know what, I want to start with direct sales. I want to learn everything that it has to do. I want to represent a company. Linda is going to be here to tell you all about it. So I'm going to try to bring her in right now. I saw she's here. Let's see. Now I see she's being added. Let me see when Linda comes on. Hey, here you go. Welcome, good morning, and welcome to the call. How are you doing today, Linda?
Excellent. Can I say something before? The subject we talk about today is amazing. I think it's the key of the successful, and it's a very simple question. What do you want? But people are scared to answer that. They don't go deeper. The deeper you go, and that's it. It's the key of the success of your life.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, Linda.
Yeah.
But you know why a lot of times people don't go deeper, as it was my experience?
Yeah.
When I said to the counselor, I said, I want to change the world. She gave me the nervous laugh, and she's like, okay, seriously, what do you mean? And I was like, but that's what I want to do. I want to change the world. So here's this young girl in the office telling her that she wants to change the world. And she didn't know what to do with that. But that's something that stayed with me. And I believe, honestly, with everything that I've done, if I've touched your life in some way and I can make a difference in your life, like what I'm doing now at Motivational Monday, coming here every morning, if I can inspire someone to go out there and make a difference, take a chance on themselves. You change the world one person at a time.
Exactly.
And when you're in the helping profession and you get involved and you encourage and you motivate people, you're changing the world.
Yeah.
When you do good, you
Yeah.
change the world. So that's what I meant, but I guess you didn't get it.
We think it's too big, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they never ask a question, what does he want? Like up until today, I would say I get pretty much everything I want because I know exactly what I want. Because,
So you go for it.
you know, and you focus and you work for it. It is
That's
for
right.
your lap, right? And some people would tell me, oh, you're so lucky. No, it's yet. It's good to have your luck, but you got to know what you want. So when it comes, you wrap them and you run with this and work.
There you go.
That's it, right?
Listen, Linda is a businesswoman. She's had her beauty salon on Sherbrooke Street for many years. She still has a business. And this is my friend Linda for many years. It's not someone I see all the time, but we communicate. And when we do meet, you would think we see each other every day. So she's a woman of success, and she's here to share with you that success this morning. So this morning, Linda is going to be talking about what is a home-based direct sales business. So how could you explain that to our audience so that they get it, Linda? What is a home-based direct sales business?
What?
I know you have your salon, but now you're doing this as well.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
Yes, I have another business. It's a hair salon. And I create the home, not create, but I joined the home based business about 10 years now. And it makes sense to me because it's a smart business. I am seven with my salon, but it's a hard work and never stop. I could never stop. If I stop, I don't make money. So I don't think even it's a seven, but I don't think it's smart enough. And then I can't not really help people to open the business next to me. It doesn't make sense. And me, be honest, I like to help people to be successful in their life. A lot of them need guidance, and I have that ability to do that. And it feels good to help people, right?
Yes.
And I
Yes, it does.
out, and after 50, it my focus into help people, not just to make money. It's great to have money, but it's not totally make you happy. So anyway, so this business phone right in my lap. I would say no for, I take a long time to look at it. But when I find out about the company, the people involved with this, and it just makes sense to me, why not?
Okay, so tell us, how long have you been doing this business?
I've been with this business about 10 years. And this will be my main for the day I die, because I never think myself after retired person, I stop working.
Okay, so now that we hit on retirement, Linda,
I never.
how many hours per day, in order to be successful in this home-based direct sales business, how many hours, you already have your salon, how many hours do you have to work to earn income to say, well, it's worth it, so you can see it's profitable? How many?
Right. This business, and it depends. It's your choice to make the hour. It's not like you have to go to work 9 to 5, 40 hours a week. It's just up to you to decide. That's why the business is so flexible, and then it's so good work for everybody. You check your calendar, whatever time you could get in, you put the time you invest in the business, right? You want to go faster, you do more time. You want you don't have a lot of time, you start small. So if you want to build a business, it's six figure, like how much do I make money, and spend 10 hours or 20 hours a week, but if you don't have time, you do 1 hour a day, so that's 7 days.
So you can do 1 hour a day,
yeah,
and still be successful.
Yes, the key is the consistency. If you promise yourself, I'm going to do 1 hour, you're going to do 1 hour. You're not make excuse the next day, oh no, I'm busy with this. Because if you do this, you cannot build a business to be success, right?
So you have to have your commitment and your consistency.
Exactly.
And that's the formula.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the benefits to having this type of business?
Oh my God, it's just so many benefits. the first benefit is risk-free. You know, we own a business, we know how much money we have to put in, right? And it doesn't mean you're gonna make the money. How many
No.
businessmen, and I see it all my life, hundreds of $1,000 lost, lost, lost. Only 10% of business be successful, and they work hard and they work very smart. They have the right people to work with. But this isn't risky. You don't have to invest an arm and a leg, right? It's very flexible to work with. The another thing is you have a freedom of choice the time when you're going to work. Where do you want to work? It didn't have to be at the office. You could work, you know, in your bedroom. You could work in your living room. You could work and cooking at the same time, you know.
So hold on, Linda. You're saying you can even go on vacation and work? Not that you should be working on vacation, but you could work anywhere in the world.
Exactly. For me, when I went vacation, my salon business going down, the other business going up, because keep going, and I still connect with my team and work from there, and nothing stopped. Only thing you need the phone and the internet connection, right? And the beautiful thing is nothing that tax deductible. So own the home-based business, everything it work with the business, it tax deductible, even your home, your mortgage, you know, your gas, your phone, your internet.
So all your utilities, all your bills, you can write them off.
To build the business, you can make the travel at your pleasure and build your business and deduct into that at the same time. But
wonderful. So now that you're sharing all this wonderful information, right?
Yes.
The next question would be, if someone is watching and they're like, oh my God, that sounds awesome. How could they start, Linda? And what company are we talking about? Which company do you represent? So if they want to join that company, what's the company that you represent? Because there are many direct sales companies.
So many.
So which company did you choose to represent? It's a two-part question. And how could someone start if they want to do this?
Okay, so I'm represent Avant. I'm sure some of you heard about this. And why do I represent Avant? It took me a year to do the whole research, because for me, I had to believe in it. I have to love it. I have to have a passion to build, just not the money to make money. It's not for me. I have my name. I have my, you know, to sell. People would join me or do whatever I say because they trusted me. So my trust is very important to me. I'm not going to ruin that to make, you know, $100, $200 that. So I really take my time to see from A to Z what company I want to join.
Okay.
Actually, in the beginning, I hit about the networks, direct sale, and you know, it's not me. I like to do my work, go home. I don't want to go out after and connect people and talk about it. After I'm finished my work, I don't want to talk about it anymore. So I didn't think it is for me. But when I look at the business, I think it's such a smart business. It's the next 20-year business century, you know. And I said, you know, I have to get over myself. Do I want to work and take business for the next 30 years? I can. I don't want to be stuck in the salon to make money all the time. I want to be travel, and I want to be smarter, you know. And
so tell us, what's the potential of this type of business? What's the business potential for people who want to join?
But okay, I get some note here, the potential of the. So I make sure I don't miss anything.
Oh, sure.
Yes. Well, the potential at the business, like I say, you have the freedom of your choice to work whenever you want to work, right? Tax deductible, right? And, you know, like you do a motivation code every Monday, and we all need the code. But joining business, what they do, they really give you amazing education. The knowledge about the product. I learned about the product with this more than in my 20 years in my business.
Wow.
I didn't think, I thought I know pretty much everything, and it surprised me I didn't know much, Because this business, they're very transparent. They don't lie to you just to sell. They
Mhm.
educate you.
Mhm.
So you learn everything very transparent. You ask questions and they're very consumer product. So you become a part of the business. You're not the one who work for them. You be a partner or the part of business. So your voice is matter. And which I think.
So I want to ask you this question then. See,
Yeah.
now we're talking about it. So you're representing in this direct home sales business, you're representing a company, but you're actually building your own business.
Exactly.
It's your
It's
business, whatever. You can
and
niche
nobody can
yourself
take
within.
it away from you, right? It's like your legacy. And with Avon, it's a different is you could how do you say when you pass away, you could downweight to whoever in your family. I don't know how that works.
Okay, so the business, like when you're proprietorship, your business dies with you. It's not the same with
With
Arbon.
Avon,
You can pass it on to a family
pass
member.
it on to your family or your children. You see, that's a beauty.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
because it's a global business, we in the 7 countries, 6 countries right now. So
What are the
anyway,
6 countries?
6 countries. So it's America, England, New Zealand, Australia, Poland, Canada. And they're
Okay.
going to open more, they're
Mhm.
looking to
Mhm.
have more country and they want to be around the world, right? So it's big. We only just a big
Okay.
thing.
So
And
I have another question, Linda. Tell me, what are the challenges of setting up this type of business?
the
Because
challenge,
in everything, there are pluses
yes,
and there are minuses.
yes,
And, in order to be well informed, you need to see both sides of the coin
yes,
to make that decision.
right.
So what are the challenges in this type of
The
business?
challenge is you and yourself. So easy because it's a no risk business, everything refundable, right? So when you
Mm-hmm.
join a business, you decide not to do it anymore. Only thing you lose is a product you order. You can send it back. They have 90-day money guarantee, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't lose. You only lose like what, $50 for a membership. So what is it? It's no risk, I would say, right? And second is, and the challenge, I think it's you the challenge. The challenge.
So you ladies, you hear that? If you join, let's be clear here. Linda is saying this is so accessible.
Right,
The only challenge that you're going to be the challenge if you choose not to commit
right,
and not to be consistent.
exactly. First of all,
Then it wouldn't work.
yes,
But hold on, but if you do the formula that is presented within Avon,
yes,
you will be successful.
yes.
That's what you're saying.
It's
Okay, wonderful. So now I have another question to ask you. All right. So in terms of goals that you set for yourself to achieve, how could you set long-term goals to achieve them? What are the long-term goals with Avon for you? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
well, the long term with ABBA, I want to be in the top of the business, travel
Mm-hmm.
around the world. And
When you say on top of the business, what do you mean?
in the top, that means ABBA, that means you could, me and my team will sell like $1 million product a month,
Mm,
right?
okay.
So, and then we get that, then that where, you have flight freedom, you have financial freedom, you have
Mm-hmm.
all the opportunity and you have your success. So you could inspire people to do what you do, right? You say, I did,
That's
and I'm not the most smart person. I'm not the most beautiful person, you know.
Oh, Linda, stop lying to
No,
us. Stop lying to us this morning.
uh,
You are beautiful. You are
beautiful.
intelligent. Hold on. I gotta stop you there, Linda. No, we gotta start over.
You are just very
You,
smart.
no, 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 hold on. Give me a minute now.
Okay.
Because everyone is watching this beautiful woman who is saying she is not beautiful. Come on. And is not intelligent. You are beautiful. You are intelligent.
Thank
You've been in business for how many years now, Linda? Counting your salon and everything. How
you.
many years have you been in business?
30 years in the business, right?
And you want to sit there and say you're not smart? It takes smarts,
Yeah.
it takes guts, it takes
Yeah.
chutzpah, it takes
The
strength
difference
to
is
do what you're doing.
Erling, exactly what you say. I know what I want and I work for it.
And that takes smarts.
I just go for it.
And hold
it's
on,
amazing.
and I'm going to tell you, confidence.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us are very smart, but we don't have that confidence. We
Yeah.
doubt ourselves. Like, for example, when I went into that counselor's room, I got to be honest, I don't think she was trying to hurt me. And I say, I want to change the world. She just didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
I was not confident. I would come out of that meeting thinking, oh my God, I must be really not too bright.
Yeah.
And she laughed at me. I mean, I said, she's older. She's more educated
Yeah.
than I was at the time.
Yeah.
And she laughed. And then she said, okay, seriously, tell me.
Yeah.
So these are the things. But when you're confident,
Yeah.
when you know what you want and you're confident,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what other people tell you.
I know.
You keep going.
Yeah,
that never changed for me. So let me go back to you, Miss Linda.
Okay.
Say it after me. I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
And I'm smart.
I'm super smart. That I know.
There you go.
About.
So now here I want to ask you this question.
Yes.
What advice do you have for women? What advice do you have for women who maybe want to start a home-based business? They want to do something for themselves. Maybe right now they're in a job and they really don't like it, or they're working from home and they're schooling their kids and they're saying, I could do this and I could earn more income for myself.
Right.
But here's the thing. Sometimes, you need to transition out. You can't give up your job because, let's be real, you have the mortgage or the rent, you have your expenses. So you're in transition. So what advice would you give to women out there who's watching and they want to do something? They feel stuck, but they want to do something. You've been in business for 30 years.
Yeah.
You're smart. You're beautiful. What could you offer us today?
Thank you. That's a beautiful thing about this business, and I see it's just like it's just really big. It's bigger than us, and we need something bigger than us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said before, you need the teamwork. Alone you can't build, but with a team and the business, it's successful by the team. And if people want, and I think all the women, be honest, if I could ask, I said you should get a sideline business to support, right? Because nothing is solid in life. You never know. Look at what happened the last year.
Yes.
You could predict that. Nobody, right? And
No.
But because I have my sideline, so I never stop. And actually, it will blossom during the time. How amazing is that?
Yep.
And the beauty, because it's a home-based business, it's flexible. You don't have to quit anything. You just put it in where the corner you could put it in and work at it, right? If you only have an hour to give, do the hour. The consistent make the big difference. You don't have to spend 10 hours in one day and then stop the next 2 months. No, 1 hour every day. Even it's the same thing working out. They said don't go to the gym and spend the whole day in the gym, but do 30 minutes or even 15 minutes every single day.
You got to be consistent. Right? So Linda, on this note.
It's like you go to the gym, you want a beautiful body, work at it. Eat well, working out, right? And that one, you're going to see the difference in body. This business is exactly the same thing. Nothing indifferent. That's why I said, you said, what the challenge? The challenge is you. How many people commit to go to the gym every day? It's not the easy part. It sounds very simple, but it's not easy, right? You always not to doing that, right?
Like anything in life that we want, we have to work at it. So this is going to be my last question for you. Where do you see yourself in 10 years from now? I love to ask people that. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Well, definitely 10 years from now, I'll be traveling around the world, right? And how much people want to achieve their dream. And then volunteer work, whatever I think it's a fit for me. Give it.
And would you still be doing Arbonne?
Definitely, because Arbonne gave me the money and the opportunity and the time to do all that. I can't do all that without money and the time to travel, right? And volunteer, to help.
Yeah, you wanna pay it back.
Yeah,
that's how you pay it forward. You want to pay it forward. So I
want to give it back as much if I can. until my last.
Well, Linda,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us today on Motivational Monday. Our topic was home-based direct sales with Linda from of Arbonne. If you have any questions, Linda, before you leave, in the chat, you can put your contact information.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to join Linda's team on Arbonne and, add to your income, and eventually you could decide what you want to do from that point. You want to, you want to add to your income. Put your contact information in the chat and you can reach out to Linda to find out how this beautiful, smart woman can help you make a difference in your life. Thank you so much for coming on the call today and have an awesome week, Linda.
Thank you, Erling. And I will put my contact down, and you could contact me, just get to know information. It's no commitment. Don't be worried. You need to know before you decide. Okay? So
wonderful.
What information you have, when you commit to do, it's better for you.
Excellent.
Have a good day.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank
See you soon.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, there you have it, ladies. That was Linda from Arbonne, and has a home-based direct sales business. And if you want any information, this show is about helping women. It's about helping you to make more money. We're all about business. How could you make more money? How could you learn new skills? And how could you do your personal development? So give Linda a shout out. Send her, she's going to put the information in the chat. All right. Connect with her, ask questions. As she says, you just be curious. Kids, you ever see them learn? They're so curious. Be curious. Ask her as many questions, and then the decision is up to you. There's no pressure, but it's an opportunity. Many times we don't get what we want out of life because we don't have access, we don't have opportunities. What I'm trying to do on Motivational Monday is really bring as many women on every Monday where they can share with you their journey, their success stories, their challenges, and give you insight as to maybe you can try this, maybe you can try that. And today, I hope I helped you to answer, what do you want? What do you want for you personally? What do you want maybe for your family, for your kids? What do you want in your relationship? What do you want? 10 years from now, what would that look like? These are my closing words to you. 10 years from now, think of your age today. 10 years from now, what do you want? What it will look like? And if you figure that out, when are you going to start? How are you going to get it? And as you start on that journey, how are you going to be tweaking and curving as you go along? Because it's so important for us to follow up and follow through on what we want. We have to commit and we have to be consistent. And remember, you add resilience to that, game changer. This is Erlyn Sharp, thanking everyone for joining me on this call today. It's awesome having you guys here. And next week, we have another surprise guest to join us. I will be putting out the announcement as to who that guest is. And thank you so much for being here with me. One more Monday. And what is it, ladies? Motivational Monday. See you next week. Same place, same time. Motivational Monday. This is Erlyn Sharp saying, have an awesome week, ladies.